Welcome to Rumble Notes, where we dive into captivating stories that shape our world. In today's episode, we explore The Courage to Be Free, a book published in 2023 by Ron DeSantis, showcasing Florida's blueprint for America's revival. Join us as we uncover the essence of this thought-provoking work. The Courage to Be Free provides a compelling account of Ron DeSantis' career, focusing on his remarkable tenure as the governor of Florida. Through introspection and insightful analysis, DeSantis reflects on his unique approach to leadership while outlining his ambitious vision for America's future. Before we delve into the book's details, let's take a moment to learn more about the author. Ron DeSantis, a distinguished U.S. politician and a member of the Republican Party, boasts an impressive background. He studied at Yale and Harvard Law School, and his military service further shaped his worldview. Since 2019, DeSantis has held the esteemed position of governor in Florida, and there is widespread anticipation that he will seek the presidency in the near future. The Courage to Be Free offers a bold blueprint for America's revival. Ron DeSantis, in recent years, has garnered significant attention, especially for his distinctive response to the COVID-19 pandemic. While other states implemented strict lockdown measures, Florida adopted a different approach. Schools remained open, beaches were accessible, and there were no vaccine passports or mask mandates. Some perceived it as recklessness, while others viewed it as a common-sense strategy. In this video, we will delve into how Ron DeSantis perceives these critical issues and why. We will explore the challenges and triumphs of leading a state while upholding specific values amidst opposition. DeSantis possesses a clear vision of how things should operate and envisions what America could become. Considering his potential as a future president, it's crucial to pay attention to his insights and ideas. To truly understand Ron DeSantis' rise to power, let's journey back in time to a pivotal moment that played a significant role in shaping his trajectory. As we explored the remarkable rise of Ron DeSantis to the governorship of Florida. Now, let's delve into his governing style, where defense meets offense. Since assuming office in November 2018, DeSantis' leadership has been transformative. The morning after his election victory, as Ron DeSantis embarked on his usual jog, he found himself accompanied by a group of security agents. It was a stark realization that his life had changed overnight. From being one of many politicians in Congress, DeSantis now stood as the leader of a state with a population of 20 million, brimming with new powers and responsibilities. With the support of both the people and the president, DeSantis approached his role with unwavering determination. President Trump, in a tweet, hailed him as a brilliant young leader and a true fighter who loved their country. However, DeSantis' journey to success wasn't without its challenges. Just a few years prior, he was relatively unknown, engaging in relentless door-to-door campaigning to secure his seat in Congress. As governor, DeSantis saw an opportunity to make tangible changes and lead from the front. No longer confined to the constraints of a congressman, he aimed to leave a lasting impact. With a clear agenda that encompassed healthcare reforms, addressing illegal immigration, and prioritizing law and order, DeSantis knew he had limited time to achieve his goals, a maximum of 2 four-year terms. DeSantis adopted a powerful leadership philosophy: the best defense is a good offense. He understood that taking decisive action was essential, especially when confronting key issues. His stance against so-called progressives and woke indoctrination exemplifies this approach. DeSantis vehemently opposes critical race theory, viewing it as left-wing propaganda that distorts America's history. To counteract its influence, he signed into law the Stop Wrongs Against Our Kids and Employees Act, commonly known as the Stop WUK Act. This unwavering commitment to freedom and common sense has defined his tenure. While DeSantis' approach may have drawn criticism from the left and the legacy media, he has remained immensely popular among the people of Florida. We will further explore some noteworthy decisions made by DeSantis during his governorship. These incidents will shed light on the type of leader he is and offer insights into why he believes Florida represents the future. In the spring of 2020, as the COVID-19 pandemic swept across the world, fear and uncertainty gripped the nation. While many states implemented strict lockdown measures and brought daily life to a standstill, Florida took a different path under Governor Ron DeSantis' leadership. Unswayed by the mounting hysteria, DeSantis questioned the draconian recommendations put forth by the so-called expert. He recognized that the policies being proposed were based on epidemiological models rather than concrete data. Refusing to make decisions based on unlikely worst-case scenarios, DeSantis was determined to keep Florida open and free while taking the necessary precautions. DeSantis' approach was influenced by the Great Barrington Declaration, an open letter written by a team of esteemed epidemiologists. This declaration proposed a more balanced response to the pandemic, with a focus on protecting the vulnerable while allowing the rest of the population to resume their normal lives. DeSantis aligned with this approach, emphasizing the importance of protecting the elderly while allowing others the freedom to carry on. As other states grappled with closures and restrictions, DeSantis swiftly restored normalcy in Florida. He rejected the concept of essential versus non-essential businesses, recognizing that every business was essential to those who relied on them. Schools reopened, and the state's beaches remained accessible. Despite facing criticism from the media and liberal politicians, DeSantis firmly believes he made the right decision. Florida's COVID mortality rate remained relatively low compared to many other states when adjusted for age. In fact, a comprehensive study conducted by the Committee to Unleash Prosperity found that Florida outperformed other large states in terms of factors such as education and the economy. Looking back, DeSantis' confidence in his approach is bolstered by the signs of success that emerged even during the pandemic. By the end of the summer in 2020, tourism in Florida began to flourish once again, and people from across the country were drawn to the state's promise of freedom. In an unexpected testament to DeSantis' leadership, a letter arrived from Australia, thanking the governor for standing up for people during a time of strict lockdowns. In a world gone mad, Florida became a symbol of hope and freedom. As we explored Governor Ron DeSantis' fight against leftist ideology. Now, we revisit this topic and examine a clash between DeSantis and one of Florida's major employers, Disney. DeSantis' opposition to leftism traces back to his time as a student at Yale in the late 90s, where he witnessed the criticism of America and the mockery of people of faith. These experiences propelled him further to the right, unbeknownst to him that he was glimpsing a future battle. In the realm of education, DeSantis questions the appropriateness of teaching young kindergarten children about gender and sexuality. He firmly believes that schools should prioritize foundational skills like reading and writing, rather than indoctrinating young minds with complex gender theories. Furthermore, he asserts that schools should not facilitate gender transitions for students without parental knowledge or consent. In response, DeSantis spearheaded the Parental Rights in Education bill in 2022, which aimed to restrict classroom instruction on gender ideology and sexuality for young children. However, unexpected opposition emerged from an unlikely source, Disney. Previously, DeSantis had enjoyed a positive relationship with Disney, even choosing to hold his wedding at Disney World. Recognizing the company's significance as a major employer in Florida, he valued their cooperation. But in 2022, tensions between DeSantis and Disney escalated. It began with Disney employees in California demanding that the company oppose DeSantis' bill. Soon, activists and segments of the media joined the chorus. Even the former CEO of Disney publicly spoke out against the legislation, claiming it would harm vulnerable young LGBTQ individuals. The mounting pressure proved to be too much for the then CEO Bob Chapek. Despite a warning from DeSantis, Chapek yielded to the demands of the leftist rage mob. Disney made the extraordinary decision to publicly oppose the Parental Rights in Education bill, both before and after its signing. The company explicitly declared its goal of repealing the law, turning from a supposedly family-friendly corporation into a liberal activist. For DeSantis, Disney's actions were deeply troubling. This once beloved company had chosen to attack a law designed to protect children. In response, DeSantis took decisive action. More than 50 years of Disney's special self-governing status in Florida came to an end. DeSantis signed a bill revoking the company's unique powers, legal privileges, and generous tax treatment. It was a clear message to other corporations attempting to use their economic power to advance a political agenda. DeSantis firmly believes that if corporations choose to get political, they must be prepared to face the consequences. As we reflect on the challenges confronting America today, the incident with Disney serves as just one example. Issues like calls to defund the police and big tech censorship pose significant dilemmas. Governor Ron DeSantis views these ideas as flawed and imbecilic, standing firm in his commitment to common sense and American values. DeSantis understands that strong, courageous leadership often requires taking tough and aggressive stances to fight necessary battles. Throughout his tenure as governor, he has faced intense criticism and media attacks. Yet, he sees these challenges as the price to pay for effective leadership, a price he deems worthwhile. The fruits of DeSantis' labor in Florida are evident. Under his guidance, millions of livelihoods were protected during the pandemic, and the tourism industry experienced a robust recovery due to the absence of stringent restrictions and the prohibition of vaccine passports. Florida became known as the land of the free. Additionally, the state saw a significant influx of migration. In terms of adjusted gross income, the net migration to Florida in 2020 amounted to a staggering $23.7 billion, with over 250,000 new residents joining the state from 2020 to 2021, the largest gain in the nation. Florida's appeal extends beyond its favorable tax and economic climate. Factors such as maintaining law and order play a crucial role in attracting families seeking safety and security. Florida's commitment to public safety, by contrast to defunding the police or releasing criminals, has resonated with those who value security. It is no wonder that more and more people are choosing to make Florida their home, a clear indication of voting with their feet. The impact of DeSantis' leadership is not confined to migration patterns alone. Election results tell a compelling story. In 2018, DeSantis won the Florida election by a margin of 30,000 votes. However, during his re-election in 2022, he secured an overwhelming victory with a margin of over 1.5 million votes, a resounding landslide. Notably, he garnered almost 60% of the Hispanic vote and a significant percentage of the black vote, achieving the highest percentage for a Republican gubernatorial candidate in modern Florida history. These triumphs in Florida suggest that DeSantis' vision and values resonate with American voters nationwide. A popular slogan, "Make America Florida," captures the essence of the path forward, a vision embraced by DeSantis himself. DeSantis offers a solution rooted in common sense and unwavering commitment to American values. In the face of adversity, DeSantis has consistently taken tough and aggressive stances, fearlessly fighting the battles that need to be fought. Strong, courageous leadership comes at a cost, intense criticism and media attacks, but DeSantis remains steadfast, believing it to be a price worth paying. The successes achieved under DeSantis' leadership in Florida are undeniable. Millions of livelihoods were safeguarded during the pandemic, and the state's tourism industry flourished due to its lack of restrictions and the prohibition of vaccine passports. Florida emerged as the land of the free. Migration to the state reached unprecedented levels, with a net migration worth $23.7 billion in adjusted gross income in 2020. Moreover, Florida welcomed over 250,000 new residents. From 2020 to 2021, the largest gain in the nation. Florida's allure extends beyond its favorable tax and economic climate. The prioritization of law and order has resonated with families seeking safety and security. Florida stands firmly against defunding the police and releasing criminals from prisons, instead recruiting additional law enforcement officers. These factors contribute to the growing trend of people choosing Florida as their new home, a testament to voting with their feet. DeSantis' vision and values strike a chord with American voters, indicating that nationwide change is within reach. The popular slogan, "Make America Florida," encapsulates the way forward, a call to embrace the principles and accomplishments exemplified by Governor Ron DeSantis. If you found this exploration of DeSantis' leadership inspiring, be sure to subscribe to Rumble Notes for more captivating stories.